Boy, I like this show on Speed. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, Tony Schumacher, the six-time NHRA Top Fuel champion, will be my guest, along with Mick Craw. We have an American in the position of power now in Formula One. He'll tell us all about it. But the focus now is sprint car racing, the last World Outlaws main event of the year. And to call the action, Bobby Gerald and Brad Doty. Guys?
Thank you very much, Dave. We're looking forward to this one. Cars lining up right now in four-wide formation, and very slowly the fans will start to come to their feet. The next time around, Brad Doty, everybody in this place is going to be up on their feet. And a sellout crowd here tonight. Next year, adding the big block modifieds. Get your tickets soon for next year, man, because it could be tough.
When you said everybody's on their feet, there's a lot of everybody's here.
Well, we're about ready to turn it over to Johnny Gibson, the voice of the World of Outlaws. He's been there every step of the way, and he gives the most famous command in sprint car racing.
Lowe's Motor Speedway, you wanted the best, you got them for a breast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Concussion from the fireworks on the back straightaway, and now everybody up waving their hats and waving their hands, saluting these drivers that have done what so many sprint car drivers aspire to do, but so many really don't accomplish, and that is completing a whole season with the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. It is a grueling test, Brad.
It is a grueling test, and from what I'm hearing, the schedule for next year may be even more grueling. Added more races for next year, so exciting things happening there.
Let's take a look at our super clean starting grid. Here it is. Big concussions, as it'll be Dale Blaney and Joey Saldana from the front row. Ed Lynch Jr. will be inside of row number 2, the pride of Apollo, Pennsylvania, alongside the King, Steve Kinzer. Shots and Sides in row number 3, Jason Sides. Talked about it, 5th in points, his best season. Terry McCarl and Jason Myers in row 4, Craig Delansky and the Dude, Danny Lasowski, making up row number 5. Those were your dash cars. Now the cars that weren't in the dash, Cale Conley and Greg Hodnett in row 6. Conley, the 17-year-old. Fred Raymer, the all-time greatest from Central Pennsylvania in the 51 car, alongside the kid Cody Dara in car number 19. Brandon Wimmer and Bob Felmley making up row number 8. Zach Zimmerly and Brad Sweet, a couple of youngsters in row number 9. Jessica Zimkin and Don Dowd Jr. making up row number 10. And we're going 26 strong here tonight as you go back through rows 11, 12, and 13. A couple of drivers taking provisionals. They include Jack Hodenschild in the R19 and Craig Kinzer in car number 20. Both of those guys starting 25th and 26th. Donnie Schatz in the STP number 15. The deal is this: if he finishes 12th or higher, he is the champion in the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series for the 4th consecutive year. Of course, Jason Myers would have to win the race, and Schatz finished 12th for that to occur. Myers needs to beat Schatz by 13 positions. That's basically what it takes to win the championship. There is Jason Myers in the DD&I GLR Investments number 14, and we are ready to go. The green is in the air for the World Finals, and it's Dale Blaney who jumps out into the lead. He got a big advantage on the start, Brad.
Yeah, he did. We got a report that a lot of these guys went to pretty hard tires on the rear. A lot of them figure that it's going to get abrasive, get rubber down, so the guys in the back here especially are going to try to make some moves, get up toward the front to try to lead this thing or get in position in case it does take rubber.
Jason Myers trying to make moves early in the race. He sweeps around Jason Sides and heads down the back straightaway. Myers in a good position, at taking up 6th position now as you're on board with Donnie Schatz, looking out the front of that J&J chassis. Now looking out the back of the Armor All in-car cam.
See him running in the middle. He's about in the middle of the racetrack. You can hear him on and off the throttle there. Obviously not going to use as much throttle on the racetracks like this.
We talked a little bit about those hard tires, Brad, that you said many of them have put on. The 25 compound. Will it take a little while for those tires to get going?
Not in this, with the racetrack the way it is. Now what will happen is if they have a caution flag, sometimes those harder tires can cool off and when not refire, as they call it, or maybe spin after the green flag comes back out.
Our leaders already approaching traffic. As you looked at Jason Sides, here's Dale Blaney putting Keith Baxter a lap down. Now going to work on Craig Kinzer. Oh, that was close. They may have made contact there, Brad.
That was really close as he just cleared. If he did, Craig Kinzer didn't know he was there. Blaney with a good run got on the inside of him.
Joey Saldana trying to come up through there. There is Dale Blaney, the leader of the race, in the TI-22 Performance, car number 2, the red machine. And there's Joey Saldana in another red machine trying to track down Blaney. He's right in front of him. Saldana closes up right on his rear nerf as they head down the back straightaway. Saldana looks high. It's Dale Blaney working down low. So far, a couple of grooves for these drivers to work with, although it does appear that Blaney's working much better down on the bottom.
It looks like the racetrack here is wider. This gets up under wider in 3 and 4, and it's a long way around the top. 1 and 2, you can run the top and not give up as much length on the racetrack, but right now the faster groove, as you see Blaney there, is on the middle to the bottom of 3 and 4.
Definitely in 3 and 4, the bottom appears to be the place to be. Look at the difference now. Blaney's been able to separate himself from Joey Saldana. Oh, Saldana squeeze plays on right there as he gets close to Don Drow Jr. in the Indy Race Parts, car number 13X. There is Dale Blaney. That is Dave's younger brother. And there is Joey Saldana racing with Brandon Wimmer. Saldana on the Budweiser, number 9. Of course, that car owned by Casey Kane.
Joey been running the top in 1 and 2. Of course, he couldn't with Wimmer there. Now he goes to the bottom of 3 and 4. And sometimes lapping race cars, it'll force you to go into a line or use a line that you haven't used, and it may end up being better for you, and you accidentally find it sometimes.
So we are just underway, 11 laps into this 30-lapper, and it's Dale Blaney leading Joey Saldana. We'll be right back at the dirt track in Charlotte. We are back. Joey Saldana running in the 2nd position, trying to track down Dale Blaney, the leader of the race, as we work on lap number 12 of 30. Saldana shooting for his 20th feature win, trying to join great names like Steve Kinzer, Sammy Swindell, Mark Kinzer, and Doug Wolfgang as drivers to win 20 A-main events in a racing season.
Saw some blue smoke off of Saldana's car as he's closing in now on Blaney.
Right on the rear nerf once again of Dale Blaney in car number 2. Will he be able to do anything with it? You saw the Bass Pro Shops car in your screen. Craig Kinzer had gone down a lap very early in the race. Now the door's open for Saldana. He closes right up on Blaney. They race into turn number 1. Saldana goes high. Blaney switches down to the low groove.
Oh, he goes by.
And Saldana right around the outside made that one look easy, Brad. What happened to Blaney?
Boy, I don't know if he's lost a cylinder, but that car looks like it's drastically slowed. I don't know, honestly, if Saldana's just getting that much faster, but boy, Blaney through the middle there just looked like the car really slowed coming out of the corner.
You saw a quick glimpse of the King, Steve Kinzer. He runs in the 3rd position right now in car number 11. Jason Myers is up to 4th and keeping an eye on Donnie Schatz in the battle for the championship. Schatz running safely in 7th right now. Remember, he needs to be in the top 12 to get the job done. His 4th World of Outlaws championship on the line. There's Dale Blaney working in the 2nd position. Saldana, the leader of the race, and believe it or not, we're approaching halfway already. It does not take a long time to get these laps ticked off. They are whipping around there in about 14.5 seconds right now, Brad.
And with all these cars all over the racetrack like this, we haven't seen, I think there is rubber on the racetrack. You see this blue smoke, but as of right now, it's not stuck in one groove. The guys are still able to maneuver and roll around. Look at this, Blaney closing back in now. Oh!
Slower car on the back straightaway was Lance DeWeese. He's out of power. Will he be able to get that car safely off the racetrack and into the infield? Officials motioning him for him to get off the racetrack, but he brings it to a stop right on the edge, and that'll probably force a yellow flag. It will. With about 11 laps to go, we will slow the proceedings here. And Joey Saldana is your leader over Dale Blaney. Steve Kinzer running 3rd. Jason Myers is 4th. Terry McCarl currently running in 5th. Donnie Schatz right now in the 7th position. We'll be back with more from the dirt track.